you know, I don't know how long this will be, but I just had this epiphany that I wanted to jot down. That it goes with functioning addicts and what lines you'll cross and all that. And I'm not approving of addicts and selling drugs or doing drugs, but I'm just thinking, as I'm just watching our homeboy that lives in the neighborhood, sells car, and it's like all these crooks out there that will sell you bad product, and I've done it. You know, I've crossed that line a couple times. Um, never. It was never my idea though. I always knew there was a follower, and I had a problem with following. And in that aspect of being a follower, I was. But it's like like when I was selling drugs, I would never cut it. You know. But the problem is, I mean, I also knew that you know buying drugs and selling and all that. By the time I was low, man, selling drugs. And by the time it gets to you, it's already been cut so many times, so there's no point. But I've known friends that have bought cars from family members that have gotten ripped off. I mean, me and my ex and her new girly solo cell phone to some guy that had a rock in it, and made about $300-400 something like that on it. Um, and to all the shit I've done in my past, like I apologize for it. I mean, no way I can really like make up for it. You know, but I do want to know. I do want to put it out there that the shit that I've done in my past, I do take accountability for it. Um, I'm not happy with myself for doing it, and I do apologize to the people that I have burnt and the participation in other people's shit that I have taken place in. You know, I mean, I can say it wasn't my idea to do it, but I still did it with them. Even though I knew it was wrong. I knew it was fucked up. How would I feel about it doing to me? Which it has. I've gotten in aspects of my fur lickings, let my mouth run uh, where it shouldn't, on my wallet carry where it doesn't have to wait. But I can own them, and that's where I think a lot of people have a problem with is owning them. It's the same aspects I think honestly with killing. I think everybody has the ability to kill, but I don't know. I think there's certain people that could actually live with themselves after they do it, and that's where it goes a borderline of sociopath and um, guy pushed to his limits. Sociopaths have a little bit easier on that because they're disconnected from guilt, morals, right, wrong, or they fill their own morals and with their own logic and belief of what is right and wrong. But I don't know. I just wanted to come on here and say that I'm looking at the future and trying to decide who I am right now, and where I stand. Trying to do the right thing for my kids so they don't make my mistakes. Um, I mean, yeah, I mean, I don't want my kids making my mistakes. Unfortunately, they're gonna make mistakes that they are not gonna be exactly like mine, but they might have to do. I mean, my kids. Who knows what the drugs will look like when my kids are old enough to do them? I mean, I smoke weed, but I don't want my kids doing weed. Um, if they cannot drink, that's fine. And unfortunately, yes, that kind of paints the whole picture of a square bear, you know. But that's fine by me. I mean, I might not have to worry about my kids getting shot or doing drugs and overdosing and whoring themselves around and breaking into buildings and stores and robbing people, and they can just be a square. I'm fine with that. But that's why I'm doing a lot of like looking into myself and who I am and where I've come from, and what I've done. Try to make a somewhat parenting plan book, for parents, for myself, and I'm speaking. Um, so hopefully I can I mean, it goes along with like you can know what tomorrow holds. Um, if you just look at your day to day. I mean, what are you doing? I mean, who are you hanging out with? What are you participating with? What are you allowing to be participated around you? I'm all over the place. I'm not speaking right now, but I'm just trying to think. Like, I mean, my other two girls, I owe them a pound of flesh. Um, well, my wife now, she owes her daughter a pound of flesh. But you can't live in the past. That's one of my biggest things is regret. Uh, it will eat you alive. Regretting the decision you make, not being able to live with the choices you took, not able to live with yourself and the day that you're in, wanting to go back. But unfortunately, if you do go back and you change things, other things will change. Good, bad, might get worse, might get better. So I mean, it's definitely no place to be in regret. And I mean, there's a lot of this gender war out there going on. I mean, the nuclear family is out the window. There, I mean, that's why I mean, it's out the window as of right now. But I'm raising my kids to believe in the nuclear family, to believe in morals, believe in character, to understand how the real world works, how life is, how men are and aren't, um, how women should be and are acting. I'm not religious, but that's a different. I mean, I'm gonna teach my kids. Obviously, I mean, like everything. Honestly, in a matter of speaking, I'm not really gonna hold. I look at the religion and I type it in with our history, and I'm pretty much gonna teach our kids history. I mean, and that's all forms of nationalities, histories, cultures, how history was, and where it was and where it is now. Um, that there was bad things done in our past, but don't forget the good. Um, Unfortunately, in this day and age, I have to like worry about because I mean I look white. I mean, but I'm far but white. I think said a few videos, but I mean I've got Native American, Hawaiian, Japanese, Italian, Irish, Scottish, French, and German. My wife's got a few things, but I mean I have to worry about my kids walking around being labeled as white because people want to be out there and then have just prejudice because I'm white, so that means I'm racist. The communities of black and white are just too we're too busy. I mean, like we're not united at any aspects in life, from parents to kids, to black to white, to woman to man. I mean, what is a man? What is a woman? I mean, we're divided. An addict and not addict. I mean, like we're divided, and I think that's where I'll end it for right now. My wife will be calling soon. But I mean, I have a lot more to fucking say on this. I mean, this 10 minutes is not even close to what I have to say. Yeah.